Hello friends, welcome to Seco Psycho. In this video, you're going to learn one of the interesting topic called structure of personality, which was given by Sigmund Freud. We all know what is personality. A few people think that personality is nothing but physical appearance. But more than that, personality is defined as is a unique or stable way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. The term personality is derived from the Latin word called persona, which means mask. Freud, he could make into three levels of uh, process consciousness, that is, consciousness, pre-consciousness, and unconsciousness. Based on these three, he made personality consist of three factors, that is, id, ego, and superego. Many religions want to explain what is the real personality of a person. If you take one religion, said that personality is driven by Satan, an angel. In another religion, they said that it is driven by Vichakshana, Ankara, Chitta, Manas, or Buddhi. If you take the personality which was given by the Freud, is very unique concept. According to him, the first main concept is the id. We also call it a pleasuring. It drives with a pleasuring principle. Id it is driven by instinctual behavior, and it is illogical, amoral, and driven to satisfy only the pleasure needs. It never matures, remaining the spoiled bright of personality. It is very largely unconscious or out of awareness. So basically, human beings, they are born with head and they develop ego. At large, education wants to make them with a superego. It lacks organizations and is a blind, demanding, and insistent. It always wants to strive for pleasure and avoid pain or any sort of work which will disturb the well-being of a person. Freud made it clear that it is a it always strive for a pleasure mode, not for the pain mode, and it is always out of consciousness. If you go for the next one, that is the ego, which always friends with the reality principle. And ego is a seat of intelligence and rationality, checks and controls the blind impulses of the head. It is also got trophic policy or trophic code because it mediates between id and superego. Ego is the executive that governs, controls, and regulates the personality, whereas it is very subjective, and ego distinguishes between mental images and things in the external world. And the third one, that is the super ego, which runs on the base on the rule of the moral principle. The superego is a judicial branch of personality. It includes a person's moral code. The main concern being whether an action is good or bad, right or wrong. It represents the ideal rather than the real and strives not for pleasure but for perfection. The superego represents the traditional values and tradition of society as they are handed down from parents to children. It functions to inhibit the id impulses to pursue the ego, to substitute moralistic goals for realistic one, and to strive for perfection. The superego then has the internalization of the standards of persons and societies is related to psychological rewards and punishments. The rewards are feeling of pride and self-love. The punishments are feeling of guilt and inferiority. Only a tiny section of population they step into moral principle, that is superego, and only tiny section of people they commit crimes, they go for pleasure, they are mode of id mode. And most of us, we think in egoistic way, that is realistic way, rather than going to pleasure mode, rather than going to with a total moral principle without thinking the reality. If you look at the picture, you could understand the id and superego. Both are there demanding something. The id for pleasure and superego for perfection. It is an ego job to get for reality principle rather than obsessively going for pleasure, or rather than going obsessively for a moral code without taking consideration of the realistic way. So ego is like a judge, and both id and superego, they act like a advocate or defense The both argue each time. It is up to you whether you decide id principle or superego principle. And Freud, he said that where there was id, let be their ego. It is a slogan which was given by psychoanalysis because ego and consciousness are not the same. So they want to make the unconscious conscious to where there was id, let there be ego. And most of the non-orthodox Freudian perspective, humans are viewed as energy systems. And the personality consists of the ways in which psychic energy is distributed to the id, ego, and superego. Because the amount of energy is limited, one system gains control over the available energy at the expense of the other two systems. And VO is determined by the psychic energy only. So it is one of the subjective way of talking about the personality, how it works. And it is not universally uh, ideal or universally viable theory. Because totally the Freud theories are very subjective and the data which he observed is very limited to those times only. But still the id, ego and super concept is very popular. Still it holds some sort of subjectivity and a few people believe that we are run only by id, ego and superego, which are the three constituents of the personality. So that's it, friends. Let us check whether we are dominated by id or superego, or are we really egoistic or not. And thank you for watching and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, please do comment.